World War I, also known as the Great War, lasted from 1914 to 1918 and was one of the deadliest conflicts in history. Here's an overview of its key aspects. Causes 1. Militarism. European powers expanded their armies and navies, leading to an arms race. 2. Alliances. The complex system of alliances, Triple Entente, France, Russia, Britain, and Triple Alliance, Germany, Austria-Hungary, Italy, meant that conflict between two countries could quickly involve others. 3. Imperialism. Competition for overseas colonies created tensions among European nations. 4. Nationalism. Intense national pride and ethnic tensions, especially in the Balkans, contributed to the instability. Spark. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary by a Serbian nationalist in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914, set off a chain reaction of declarations of war. Major Fronts 1. Western Front. Characterized by trench warfare, stretching from the North Sea to the Swiss border. Major battles include the Battle of the Marne, Verdun, and the Somme. 2. Eastern Front. Fought between the Central Powers, mainly Germany and Austria-Hungary and Russia, involving large-scale movements and battles like Tannenberg. 3. Italian Front. Italy joined the Allies in 1915 and fought against Austria-Hungary along their shared border. Bavor 4. Gallipoli Campaign. A failed attempt by the Allies to control the sea route from Europe to Russia, involving a major land campaign on the Gallipoli Peninsula. Key battles. Battle of the Marne, 1914, a significant Allied victory that prevented the German advance into Paris. Battle of Verdun, 1916, one of the longest and costliest battles in WI. Battle of the Somme, 1916, notable for its high casualties and the use of tanks by the British. Technological and tactical innovations. Trench warfare led to stalemates and horrendous living conditions for soldiers. Chemical warfare, use of poison gas by both sides. Tanks and aircraft, introduction of tanks and the increasing use of aircraft for reconnaissance and combat. Naval warfare, including the use of U-boats, submarines by Germany. Home fronts. Governments took control of economies, instituted rationing, and used propaganda to maintain public support. Women entered the workforce in unprecedented numbers to replace men who had gone to fight. End of the war. U.S. entry. The United States joined the Allies in 1917, providing fresh troops and resources. Russian Revolution led to Russia's withdrawal from the war in 1917. Armistice. Germany sought an armistice, which was signed on November 11, 1918. Consequences. Treaty of Versailles, 1919, imposed heavy reparations and territorial losses on Germany, contributing to future conflicts. Political changes. The Austro-Hungarian and Ottoman empires dissolved, leading to new nation-states. Social impact. Massive loss of life and a generation of men were significantly affected by the war's trauma. Economic impact. Devastation of European economies, leading to a period of rebuilding and economic turmoil. World War I set the stage for major political changes and set the conditions that eventually led to World War II. The aftermath of World War I had profound and far-reaching consequences for the world, impacting political, social, and economic aspects globally. Here are the key results. Political consequences. 1. Treaty of Versailles, 1919. Germany was held responsible for the war and faced heavy reparations, territorial losses, military restrictions, and a war guilt clause. The League of Nations was established to promote peace and cooperation, though it lacked enforcement power and was weakened by the absence of the United States. 2. Territorial changes. The Austro-Hungarian Empire was dismantled, leading to the creation of new countries such as Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and Hungary. The Ottoman Empire dissolved, and its territories were divided among the victorious powers, leading to the creation of modern Middle Eastern states under mandates, e.g., Iraq, Syria, Palestine. Borders were redrawn in Eastern Europe, affecting countries like Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. 3. Collapse of monarchies. The German, Austro-Hungarian, Russian, and Ottoman empires fell, leading to significant political upheaval and the rise of republics and communist states. 4. Russian Revolution. The war exacerbated the conditions that led to the Russian Revolution in 1917, resulting in the establishment of the Soviet Union. Social and economic impact. 1. Human cost. Approximately 10 million soldiers and 7 million civilians died as a direct result of the war. Millions more were wounded, leading to a lost generation marked by significant psychological and physical trauma. 2. Economic disruption. European economies were devastated, leading to massive debts, inflation, and economic instability. The United States emerged as a major economic power and creditor nation. 3. Social changes. Women's roles in society changed significantly, as they had taken on many roles traditionally held by men during the war. This contributed to the women's suffrage movement gaining momentum. 4. Cultural impact. The war had a profound effect on literature, art, and philosophy, leading to disillusionment and a sense of loss, reflected in works by authors like Erich Maria Remarque, poets like Wilfred Owen, and artists of the Dada and Surrealist movements. Long-term consequences. 1. Rise of totalitarian regimes. Economic hardship and political instability contributed to the rise of fascism in Italy and Nazism in Germany, ultimately leading to World War II. 2. Redrawing of global power structures. The balance of power shifted, with the United States and Japan emerging as significant global players, while European colonial powers faced increased challenges to their dominance. 3. League of Nations. Although intended to prevent future conflicts, the League of Nations was largely ineffective, setting the stage for future international diplomacy frameworks like the United Nations. 4. Seeds of future conflicts. The harsh terms of the Treaty of Versailles and the unresolved ethnic and nationalistic tensions sowed the seeds for future conflicts, particularly World War II. Overall, World War I fundamentally altered the geopolitical landscape, reshaped societies, and set the stage for significant developments in the 20th century. Whether you're a science enthusiast or just starting your journey, join us for fascinating experiments, engaging explanations, and a community passionate about learning. Subscribe now, and let's unleash the power of science together.